Welcome back to the Sideline Report. It's Dallas week, and Donna and Barry, will the Cowboys lay down since they've already clinched the division title?
Absolutely not, because they clinched the title, but they're trying to get home field advantage throughout the playoffs, so they need to win this game to get that or have a chance to.
Yeah, it's very important for them. And besides, I wore a little bit of their colors, just to let you know that.
You need to go back and get in that limousine out there in front of you. I mean, the Ravens couldn't get in, and now he's going to jump ship with the Cowboys.
Hey, you got to ride the ship that's there.
We despise them.
I know you do. Oh, I forgot. But seriously, they're not going to lay down. Just like Donna alluded to, that they're hoping that the Seattle Seahawks will lose to the Rams and they will have an opportunity to have home field advantage. And at the same time, just as much as the Redskins fans want to beat the Cowboys fans, the Cowboys want to beat the Redskins too, because it's one of the all-time classic rivals in all of sports.
And they got to get back at Washington, right? Washington beat them
up
in
there
a big
in Dallas.
national televised game.
One of their best games, and then after that, it all fell out. The bottom fell out.
Right. And then at the same time, that particular game kind of gave a glimpse, although it's two different quarterbacks. Colt McCoy, they kind of played that game safe, so to speak, and that was a big game for him because that was a homecoming game for him. So his family there, his parents was there, so his confidence was there because he was at home. But with this game here with RG3, finally get a chance to play against the Cowboys, I know he wanted to be able to end this season on a high note by beating the Cowboys.
All right, what about Murray, the running back? Is he going to be able to play again this week?
But I don't think you play him. They may play him for about 15 plays or something like that, because you think about it, he's got the broken hand, and then they're getting ready to go into the playoffs. So you don't really want to play him that much, and I don't think that they would need to, because you want him to be 100% going into the playoffs. So my sources did say that he would play some, if any.
So the important thing for them is that he's healthy going into the playoffs.
Right. They're going to use him situationally. They'll start off with Dunbar and Randall, who actually can't, they have fumbling issues. So they're going to pretty much start off with those two young guys. And depending on how the game goes, if they need a first down or if they need a big run, then they'll use DeMarco Murray instead of him coming out the gate, just using him like they've been doing all season.
So what do the Washington Redskins do to stop Dallas? Because this is kind of important for Washington, especially for RG3, to go out on a good note this last game.
Yeah, because the players said after that Philadelphia game, they still have a lot of areas they need to improve in. That was one game. But I think that if they run the ball like they did before, and I think last week RG3 started to wear armband as far as the plays right there, because the communication part throughout the season was tough, and they ended up having struggled through that point. But I think that it's important for them just to play like they did with the passion that they did in that Eagles game.
I would say for them it's third down defense. With the Eagles, they converted several long and third situations.
So do they stay in that soft zone, or do they man up?
Well, no, they can't man up because they're not good enough to play man.
That's what they did, though, at the end of the game and got the interception.
Breland. But that was the Eagles. The Eagles, the Eagles coming to this game with the Redskins, they really lost a lot of confidence in their identity after they started on their losing streak.
If I'm not mistaken, I thought Breland did a pretty good job on the Dallas wide receiver. Des.
Yeah.
I thought he did a pretty good job on him last game.
I think that if they mixed up the defense as far as play some zone and play some man-to-man, I think that they'll be more effective there. But all three phases of that team played pretty good last week. But they can match up against Dallas, but I think the man-to-man would help them some.
They're not good enough to play man-to-man.
They don't have the pressure up front.
And number two, Des Bryant, that was his first time going up against Breland.
Is this a Dallas fan?
No, hey, look, I'm just telling the truth. You want the truth?
Did he shut him down?
That's the first time because he didn't know him. He didn't know who he was.
But he's better. But he's better now. Breland is better now.
By far better too.
All right,
he's gonna have him for lunch.
He was better then.
Bad news, Barnes. Back at it again.
No, I bet you so. You wait and see.
You'll see. You'll bet on that one.
Well, let's